Good afternoon, students. Today we'll be taking up the first question of writing section, advanced writing section. This question includes the advertisement, the notice, the invitation, their replies, poster making, right? First, and notice writing. First we'll take up advertisement. Okay, advertisement writing. Now what actually is an advertisement? Although you have done it in standard 11th, you need to revise it because this is a very important point, an important aspect of advanced writing skills. What is an advertisement? Advertisement is a kind of public announcement which is done through the popular medias like newspaper, magazines, or the radio, or the handouts, the bills, right, or the placards, or the posters that you see. These are the advertisements. Now, advertisements which is done for the public, right, using the public medium. It is either to promote a product or a service or an event, or publicizing a job vacancy, or you need something, right? But basically advertisements are of two types. First is classified, the second is, which you usually see here and there, that is commercial, right? Classified and commercial are the two types of advertisements. Now what is classified advertisement? Classified advertisements are used by the public to promote or use services. Okay, they are only for the services, and these advertisements are written so brief, in less words, minimum words, and get noticed, right? This is classified advertisements. Today we'll be dealing with 6 types of classified advertisements. Situation vacant, first. Second, situation wanted. Third is sale or purchase of property or the articles or the things. Fourth is to let, right, renting out something. Fifth is the educational institutes, right, when they advertise for their courses, right? And the sixth is travels and tours, which publicize for their services, right? Although matrimony is included in this, we are not going to discuss it because it is not in your course. Okay, now what basic things that you have to keep in mind while writing the advertisement? The word limit is 40 words, right? It is 40 to 50, but stick to 40, right? 40 is the optimum number of words. Now you have to clearly state for what you are going to give this advertisement, whether it is for sale, or it is for to let, or it is situation vacant, whatever it is, right? And it should be in a box, clear box, and the contact number or mobile number or email ID, whatever details should be there, right? Now when you are writing the advertisement, it is published, right, either in the newspapers or in the magazines. Now when they are published, it is very obvious that you would be paying for it, and if you are paying for it, you have to count your words. right? Because each word that you are giving in the advertisement is paid for. Okay, so the limit of the words should be strictly followed. You should not write very fluently, or the words which are used very vaguely, because big advertisements are not seen by the people. They would just skim through it and they would move forward to another advertisement. But if it is clear and concise, people would read it, and that is far more important than writing the details. Right? Now what you have to keep in mind while writing the advertisement. Okay, first thing, the two parts of the advertisement. The first part is the heading, the second part is the body. Okay, the heading and body. Body consists of the matter that you are going to write. The heading is the on the top of the body that you write for what particular thing that you are going to give the advertisement. It should be in bold letters and capital letters. Bold and capital letters, right? The language that you are using, it should be focused to the particular audience for whom you are writing the advertisement. Suppose you are writing for the vacancy in a technical institute or schools or offices, right? The language should be official. But if you are writing for a receptionist or the hotels, right, the language can be a bit decorative. If you are writing for the students, it can be catchy, right? Okay. Now the other thing that you have to keep in mind, that when you are writing the advertisement, you cannot write the same descriptions for each and every requirement. Suppose you are writing an advertisement for the requirement of teachers or officers, you should stress upon the educational qualification and the work experience. Whereas if you are writing for a receptionist, the requirement should be smart, outspoken, good intrapersonal skills, computer knowledge. So advertisements will have different descriptions based on the type of advertisement. It can't be same for each and every one. Now when you write the advertisement, be careful not to write full sentences. They will be the phrases, right, the important points separated by commas, right, because each word counts and for each word you have to pay the money, right? So you have to write in phrases. Now at the end you have to write your contact number or contact address or email ID, whatever, but don't give personal information. They are never required, right? And the most important thing, put them in a box. Okay, so these are the important things that you have to keep in mind while you are writing the advertisement. Okay, now we'll start with the first one, that is situation vacant. I have given a Word file along with this video. You go through it, and the questions given at the end, you have to solve those questions. Okay, so let us start with situation vacant. What you have to do, you have to make a box and at the top write wanted or required in bold capital letters, right? You have to name the organization or the institute which is requiring those people, with the number of posts and vacancies, right? The name of the post and the number of vacancies. Now as you write, you have to write the experience required or the minimum educational qualification that you are asking for, right? And if you are preferring male or female, that is also important. You have to mention the pay that you are going to give or the perks that you are going to give. It can be mentioned negotiable also. If you don't want to mention the accurate amount, you can write negotiable, right? Now you have to write down whether the person has to apply online or the person has to apply through the post, or it is a walk-in interview, right? All those things have to be mentioned, and whether after the email that they have been given, they would be intimated for further interview or not. The details should be there in minimum words with separated with comma, right? This is situation wanted. Situation vacant. Similarly with situation wanted, here the case is reverse. Here it is the individual who is seeking a job, who is wanting a job. So he has to include his requirements and his qualifications and all those things, right? So qualification and experience with age, with sex, and the nature of job that he seeks has to be mentioned very, very clearly. He can also write the minimum salary that is expected along with his contact number or the address, whatever the details, right? So situation wanted is reverse to situation vacant. Situation vacant is one where the company requires you, and situation wanted is where the individual requires a job, right? So this is situation wanted. Now let us come to the third, that is the sale and purchase of the either the property or the vehicle or the household items, articles. Here you have to begin with the topic sale or purchase or available or wanted, right? If you want to purchase, you will have to write wanted. If you want to sell, it will be sale, right? Or available. You have to particularly mention the type of accommodation or the type of vehicle or the household item that you are either selling or you are wanting to purchase. You have to give a description, right? And if it is a property, you have to give the measurement of the land or the number of rooms with the size, right? Floors, first floor or second floor, right? With the fixtures and fittings, the fittings that is included in the house or the furniture that is set up there, right? Then you have to give the location and surrounding, in which area is that particular house and what price you are expecting, right? If you are selling a land, what price you are expecting. If you are wanting to purchase, what you are going to give, right? Now when you purchase or sell a vehicle, the model and the year of manufacture should be there, right? And the condition of the vehicle and the mileage that it has covered, with the accessories that are included in the vehicle, right? And along with the paperwork, right, whether the insurance is there or not, pollution is there or not, right, the RC is in whose name, all those details has to be mentioned in the advertisement. And lastly, as usual, you have to mention the price that you are expecting or price that you are offering, along with your contact number, along with your contact address, right? Okay, now we'll shift to to let. The fourth one is to let. When you let out a property or a house, right, or you want to rent out a house. Now again, the topic, the heading will be either available or wanted. Okay, wanted, available or wanted. Now the type of accommodation you are going to let out, the type of accommodation that you want to rent out, whether it is for the family or it is for the office, right, or it is for the PCO, or it is for the shop, right, whatever it is, you have to mention what kind of house you are going to rent out. Okay, and then the fixtures and fittings, right, what are the fittings with what you are going to give. Then the location, as usual, if it is for the shop, it would be best preferred in the market. If it is for the residence, it might be preferred away from the market. Okay, then the rent that you are expecting if you are going to let out the house, and the contact address, right, or the phone number, right. Now the fifth one is educational institutions. Educational institutions, when they put the advertisement for the courses that they offer, that is in the classified advertisement. Again, the heading should be there, right, courses offered, okay, or the topic at the top, writing educational. Okay, you have to give the name of the institution, its a record for how many years this institution has been running, right, the name of the courses offered by the institution, its duration, whether it is a degree course or a diploma course or it is certificate course. Okay, then write the eligibility criteria, who can apply for that particular course. Okay, and then the list of facilities that are available in the institute, along with the fee structure. That is the most important aspect. And then the last date for registration or applying, which is very, very important, because you will have to apply by that date, right. These are the things, along with the contact address or contact phone number. This is educational. Last is tours and travels. Now tours and travels are usually for the packages that are offered by the tour and travel companies, right, for one people, two people, or a group package. Whatever package is given, that is there. So you will have to write the heading as package available. Okay, then you have to write the name of the travel agency which is offering this package. Okay, if it is a travel package, the destination and the duration, right. Suppose destination, you are going to Kulu Manali, 3 nights, 4 days, right? Okay, so that has to be mentioned. Destination along with the duration, and what facilities they are going to provide. Are they going to provide the food along with lodging, boarding and lodging, right? Are they allowing the bus service for sightseeing, right? What facilities they are going to provide in this particular package trip, right? Now the next point that you have to keep in mind is the most important is the cost, right? The amount of money that has to be given by the people to avail this packaged tour, right? And if discount is there, or if the group facility is available where the discount will be used up, right? So these have to be mentioned, again ending with contact number or contact address, right? So this is tour and travels. Okay, the second type of advertisement is commercial advertisement. Commercial advertisement is generally put up by the manufacturers or the establishments or the organizations, etc., to publicize or promote their products and their services, right, or the events. So it is a totally commercial purpose. Okay, so here what you have to see, that it is a totally commercial, so money doesn't matter, so more space is occupied, it is very expensive, right? And it is very attractive with fonts of different sizes, the language is very colorful, and the slogans are there with catchy slogans and punchlines and pictures and sketches, and there it is very decorative, you have seen it, right? That is commercial advertisement, either for the product or the service or the event, right? So you have to keep in mind, you have to study the classified advertisements. So keep in mind the classified advertisements, learn it well. I have given the questions at the end of the Word document. Complete it and show me. Okay, thank you.